episode 3493, Take a Leap of Faith.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're ready for something extraordinary to happen because God has got something in store for you, but sometimes we have blinders on. But today, you got to take a leap of faith. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already even had the opportunity, you'll want to head over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Okay, I'm just so excited. And then at the same time, as I was writing these notes, I was like, I am so not excited. Do you ever have that paradox where it's like, yes, I've got this. No, I don't. Oh, what about this? Oh, no, I can't do this. We go back and forth all the way around. And we do it in our relationships. We do it in our careers. We do it with our children. We do it with our dreams. Maybe you want to write that book. Maybe you're one who says, I know God created me for more. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, it's time for me to come home. It's time for me to be home with my children. And you're like, but, I wasn't there in their elementary years, but now things are getting a little crazy. You're like, I need to make the shift. At some point in our lives, we have this, got to make a decision. It's a pivotal moment in our life. And it's not just because we're going to buy a car, because we need a car, because it's important, we need transportation. It's not because we are going to buy our first house or second house or third house, or for me, too many houses. We move way too many times. I think I'm over 36, 37 times now moving. And that's not counting college moves from dorm to dorm, moving out for the summer or that's not counting those, man. We're hitting over 50 at this point. So we're not even going there. But I do believe God has us moving in different directions. But we also can look at specific destinations that we've arrived at within our journey. And when you look at your lifespan up until now, just allow your mind quickly to go back to some pivotal areas in your life. Were there times that you had to make some major decisions? One might be going to college. One might be, should I marry this person? Another one might be, shall we start a family? Another one could be, I need to get a divorce. Another one might be, man, my career, it's not what I thought it was going to be, so I'm going back to school. Maybe it's, I've been in the corporate world and I have so much to offer and I'm ready to branch out on my own because I know what I have to offer is a gift to the world. We all live in transition, but within that transition, there's transformation. And I wholeheartedly believe that that transformation comes from God. And you know me, this is just where I'm at. If you're one who's not a believer, that's fine. There's no judgment here, honestly. I get emails that people say, Christiane, I hear people talk about God, but you talk about him differently. That's because I believe he's right next to me. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. I go grocery shopping with him. I have business discussions with him. I talk about you literally with him. I'm like, okay, how do I do this? What am I going to talk about today? What do they need to hear? Not from me, but from you. How can I make it real? How can I make it tangible? Because when we look at the Bible, sometimes it just can be overwhelming. It's like, okay, those are great stories. I know they happen. And to the depth of my being, I want to grab onto everything. But then our earthly being's like, well, I'm not really sure. Questions. You have Q&As with yourself all the time. It's like, I don't know. And then you can't figure out the answer. But then let's go back to the pivotal point in your life, the destinations where over your lifespan so far, things have stood out. That if you made this decision, it was a change. Maybe it's to sell your house. Maybe it's to tap into your 401k. Maybe it's to drain your savings. All of this stuff that we have in life puts us and pushes us to say, okay, you got to make a decision. And when we have to make those decisions, sometimes we look at it through a lens of limitation. And limitations can be precisely what keeps us where we are, leading us down the same path. Why? Because we're scared. There's fear there, real fear. And that fear is because it's the unknown. But what if you had another way to do life? Would you be willing to take a leap of faith God's way? 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7 says, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." Or do you? Doing life is more than walking by faith because we have to take steps daily, right? And that gets in the way of our earthly emotions and feelings that linger. We're like, gosh, come on. It's not about saying, okay, I prayed about this. I know it is. We have to take action, take aim, right? Aim, action ignites motivation. It inspires us. It ignites something within us, but those daily responsibilities don't always ignite something within us. However, when you're experiencing the chaos, right, which we all have, maybe you're in it now, the challenges, those situations that you're like, I don't know, and even the celebrations, what smooths out the rough edges is walking by faith, knowing that God has your back. But at some point, we have to be willing to see it that way, to see it God's way, knowing that He does have our back. And it's not about our way. We have to remove this stigma that we place upon ourselves and what society sees for us. Oh, I can only do this. Well, you went to college, you got this degree. This is the only place you can go. Really? That's a self-imposed limitation. The stepping stones in your life will appear when you make the decision, yet it comes by choice. And it's hard. Walk by faith, not by sight. It would be great to see our entire blueprint. Maybe you're living in your dream home now, but let's pretend you're not living in your dream home now. Wouldn't it be awesome to have that blueprint right in front of you? But that dream home may be the size of Cinderella's castle. Or better yet, for me, it'd be more like a castle in London, I'm just saying, Buckingham Palace would be great. So imagine something huge beyond that, that's totally outstretched, that really you probably wouldn't have. If you looked at that blueprint and you're like, okay, I got to start building my dream home, you wouldn't see everything. You wouldn't see how the foundation has to be poured. Oh, wait, before it's poured, they have to dig out. And if you're going to have a basement, oh, yeah. What if you're going to have a bomb shelter, right? There's things. What if you're going to put in an elevator? Okay, we're talking dream home here. You'd be freaking out because you wouldn't know all the steps. You got to bring on your dream team, and it starts with God. Are you willing to choose a better way by doing it God's way? Then and only then can you see this? One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. Each step you take in faith, no matter how small or uncertain, propels you toward days divinely designed for you. Take a leap of faith. Get on your knees. Have that hard heart-to-heart with God. Say, Lord, what is it here? And then challenge yourself. Say, okay, what if I don't do this? What does this look like? And I get it. At times, man, you're going to be exhausted. You're going to be wrestling. You're going to lose sleep. You're going to look in the mirror and say, oh my gosh, my eyes are so swollen. Because it's daunting to take the step into the unknown, to trust in something beyond our immediate vision. Right? We want that clarity. We want literally the blueprint in front of us, that dream home blueprint. But it is precisely in these moments that our faith is tested and nurtured by God. So what would happen if you leaned on Him more and not what society says? I'm not saying Don't use your common sense. That's why God gave you a brain. We can't just stand here and wait for the lightning to strike and God's going to give us everything and that blueprint of your dream home is just going to show up. No, it does not work that way. Here on earth, we work. You get to rest in heaven. But right now, you were created for more. To create your now. Because you were created on purpose for a purpose. You were divinely designed. And I believe that if you take the time, you will see it God's way and not just your way. So as you navigate through life's twists and turns, you know that roller coaster I love to say, because man, I love roller coasters, except now that I get a little bit older, I'm like, I want to see my grandchildren for the rest of my life, even my great-grandchildren. I want to survive. Maybe I shouldn't go on as many roller coasters because I know that joggles my brain a little bit, but that's for another episode. But as you are on life's roller coaster, and whether it's the fun part where you're like, yeah, the anticipation, I'm getting there. And then all of a sudden it's the drop and like, holy cow. And then you're screaming, your head is about to explode. And then you get to that little, and you can breathe. You're like, that was amazing. That's what it's like doing life with God. So you got to remember, take a leap of faith God's way. Because when you do it, you've got faith as your compass, trust as your anchor, and courage as your companion. And when you're ready to take that leap of faith, you may just find yourself walking on paths you never thought possible. That Cinderella castle, that Buckingham Palace of a dream home, yeah, may actually come true the way God specifically designed for you. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed week. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.